Hello. Hello. All right. I am going to try to figure out how to install Parsec in the desktop mode on the Gabe Deck. Okay, there's a software. We'll do a software update. So basically, when I download the game and start it up, it seems like I'm not packaging all the assets or something like that because it takes a long time to start up. And then there's certain things, you know, during the game where we don't have something loaded that we need. And so I want to figure that out. And hopefully there's information in the logs, and if there isn't, we could add information in the logs.
Say you're looking to use past.
Why is every instructional thing a YouTube video now when 3 sentences of text could do it? Okay, so I got to go to desktop mode, obviously. And I used to know where that was. Because now you can use AI to summarize it. Yes. All right, we'll wait for this software update. Where is desktop mode now? It's like they hid it somewhere. It used to be like right there on the menu. We'll wait till the reboot. Is it in display? Customization. Game recording. Keep power button pressed. Okay, well, we will not do that till after the update. All right, let's restart. So this is the non-OLED Steam Deck. We were using an OLED yesterday. I have both. And this is just the last one that I ran the game on. So it's got easy to find logs, hopefully. And I just, I want to make it easy to do this. I also, I don't know if I have a USB-C keyboard to plug in here anyway. So I want to do as little as possible to like install Parsec on here. Then you guys could see the Gabe Deck. All right. Isn't that good if you guys can see the Gabe Deck? Is it holding down the power button? Left-hand Steam button, power switch to desktop. Okay, we'll try that. We're updating. We're updating our pupdating. Does chat deserve to see the Gabe Deck? Well, probably most of chat doesn't, but there's a few of you in there that are okay people and can see the Gabe Deck. All right, while it's updating, I'm going to get some water. I'll be back. I'll be back. It's those who don't deserve it should just close their eyes when the Gabe Deck is on screen. Yes, that is a good policy. That is a good policy. All right. How? Hopefully it'll restart. It's just sitting here on black screen. Does it restart after the update? Do I have to press the power button? These are the mysteries of life. Oh, it restarted. Wait, maybe. I heard the fan. I hear the fan. Hear the fan, guys? We have Gabe sign. Now you're addicted to Dragon Sweeper. Well, that's okay. You're allowed to. You are allowed to. Can never tell what yours is doing. Yeah. Oh, now we're extracting a package. So all this installation time was not actually extracting the package. Package acquired. All right, we are booted. Now I will go Steam, Power, switch to desktop. All right, we got it. We got it. All right, so now, welcome to KDE Plasma. I don't care about any of that. All right, so we're in desktop mode. Let's see what the YouTube video full of ads now has to say. We got it in what the hell is Discover?
In just a couple of minutes. So first thing you need to do is go and install Parsec in.
What the fuck is Discover? Is that like the software store? Ah, there's some icons. All right, search. There's a tiny, tiny, tiny search box. How do I pop open the keyboard? I'm used to seeing a keyboard when I tap in the search box from the non-desktop mode. Is there no software keyboard? That would be entertaining. Steam X. Okay, thank you. See, that's what's good. Sometimes it's really good to have people in chat. All right, we're installing. While we're installing, hey guys, my laptop is turned on even though I put it to sleep before I put it in my bag. And then I opened it up and it's not turned on because it went to sleep as soon as I opened it up. And now it's waking. It's so fucking stupid, guys. God damn. This laptop is unending woes. What do you mean more woes? These infinite woes. All right. Wait, really? All right, so maybe it's installed. My screen just shut off. Okay, so now I'll go here and search for Parsec on the system. We are launching it. Now I gotta try and remember my password and stuff. And what account and all this stuff. All right. Let's just try this. See, figuring out what account to use takes all the time when you're doing internet stuff, right? Okay, that's that one. Oh. Let's try it. Backspace is not working. Bro! Why is backspace not working? All right, I'll select it. I had to drop out of the keyboard and select it and then overwrite. All right. An email was just sent to my address to verify my attempt to log in from this address. Great. Thank you so much. Approve your new location. Confirmation complete. All right. Now I got to remember how to set this up as a server. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I just do this. Does Parsec automatically make you a server? Like a pizza pie? Let's see. How do I add server? Parsec set machine as server. Go to the host tab and click the enable hosting button. What is the host tab? I don't see a host tab. Does this have a host tab? I must re-authenticate to make connection. All right, that still doesn't make it show up. Do I think there's a reason why most platformers are in dungeon outdoor environments? Because everybody just copies everyone else. That's literally the only reason. What's the hosting tab? Overview, computers. Wait, it has to be a Windows computer? What? Does this just not work from SteamOS? Has this been a folly? It is possible to run Parsec in game mode. Does that mean it can't capture the stream? In order to play Moen and Throw-In online. Hey guys, let's play Moen and Throw-In online. You have used the Steam Link app. Okay, is that downloadable from Steam? Or let's just try it from the store. All right. Try again. Parsec was not what we wanted. Steam Link. Enter. Install. Stream games from your computer with Steam. All right. That is now installed. Steam Link. Welcome to Steam Link. Uh-oh. I don't want you to see my 4-digit authorization code. Testing connection. Network test complete. Dude. Voxlands. No. Wait, I can't go to my own... Guys, every time I D-pad, it's skipping 2. And then there's like an Xbox button down there under the Steam button. What is happening? Gabe? My controller is working twice as well. Does it want me to system update again? I've system updated. Oh, I can't go to system, guys. Can we click on system? Yes. Okay. Let's at least launch the game successfully. So I have to use the mouse. I can't... Why is my library fucked up all of a sudden? Why doesn't it just look like it normally does? Like, why is there a different interface all of a sudden? And why is my game not on here? Are we actually streaming games from the PC and displaying on the Stream Deck and then sharing the screen back? Like, what's happening? You can get out of big screen mode. Yeah, we just want normal mode. Well, I gotta not use the D-pad so I could click on big picture mode. No, it said preferred display. What the fuck? All right, let's just update. Maybe this will be fixed in an update, dude. Do you know about the Echo is my question for you. This is the Steam Deck, but it didn't have my library. It was like a different... It was a different library. Or no, maybe it just wasn't set for downloaded. No, but that doesn't make sense. All right, so my library here has this game in top slot. So it wasn't this library. Okay, wait. It's now I see a Steam link. Okay, it's saying stream games from your computer. That is not what I want to do. I want to stream games from here. Did I get cucked? Wait, maybe I just have to run it from this side. Right? Hold on, my Steam is still in desktop mode. I don't think it rebooted. I don't know what's going on. Let's just restart. I think it dropped back to desktop mode when I said update. So let's just get that taken care of. Can choose how to launch it from the library. No, but like, why was I in super fucked up mode. Like, the normal Steam Deck interface is good. It's totally fine. Like, whatever bullshit thing they put me in was not good. Like, why do they do this? All right, this is probably... I can't click get the app, so do I already have it? Is Steam Link supposed to be here? Steam Linux runtime. Why is there no get Steam Link? Do I have to download it not on Steam? Steam Link always renders in big picture. Steam Link doesn't exist anymore. Real VNC. No, I'm not going to do a bunch of random desktop. My tolerance for this, we're now officially past how much I give a shit about doing this, right? Let's try it one more time since we did the software update. This is so fucking stupid, dude. Like, I have stuff to do. I have real work to do, guys. You want to run Moonlight on the Steam Deck. Do I want to try yet a third thing when the first two things didn't work at all? Like, the expected result is the third thing will not work at all either. Don't you guys take SAT tests where you complete the pattern? The third thing isn't going to start working. We're just trying to share the Steam Deck on our display and hopefully use mouse and keyboard on it and all that. What the fuck just launched? Like, I tried to... It's so fiddly trying to use in desktop mode without a keyboard. It's insane. All right. Like, I literally pulled up Steam Link, and then I tried to, like, click on it, and it somehow... Like... Closing the keyboard is a different control than opening the keyboard completely. All right. Stream games from your computer. Yeah, this isn't what I want, guys. This is going in the wrong direction. Your desktop app game view should change the play button to stream automatically. Okay, but is that going to actually share the display for that game? I mean, I don't just want to stream the game in Game Guide. I want to stream the desktop so I can, like, read logs and stuff. I don't care that much actually about seeing the game. Isn't HDMI to capture card better than? Dude, I fucking don't know. Like, it's supposed to be really easy. Like, I run Parsec all the time. Why doesn't it run on here? Because they didn't bother. I don't know. Like, we're like 4 things deep in what we're trying. Like, if we're going to HDMI to capture card, I need to get an HDMI cable that plugs into here. Then I need to unplug the camera or get another capture, right? Like, it's all just stupid. No, I'm not going to download VNC. Sorry. VNC is too annoying. VNC is like really old and shitty. Kids who don't know how shitty software is and are idiots don't get to call me a boomer. Sorry. Dude, I do more with computers in an hour than you've done in your entire life. So fuck off. All right. So I don't know. I'm just ready to give up. This isn't worth my time, honestly. I thought it would be fun to share stuff on the stream, but it is not fun. And I'm angry. So really what I'm probably just going to do is try to figure out how to plug in a USB keyboard into this thing and just read the logs that way. Like by the time it like idiots start showing up and insulting me in chat, it's especially not fun. But like the software is already making it not fun. A series of mirrors so the webcam can see the screen. Yeah. So I think somewhere, I know I have one at the office, but maybe here also, I have one of those little USB-C laptop dongles with all the expansion ports. So I'm going to look for that for a second. If I don't find that, I could probably USB to USB-C this keyboard that I have right now. This is just all so stupid. Point the camera at the thing. All right, yes. All right, so step 1, we got our giant dongle. I'm going to get canceled from all conferences for saying the word dongle by a Karen. All right, so I can get a spare keyboard. I don't have desk space for all this stuff. I hate this. I really want to end the stream now, actually. We may not. We may soldier on. Your spare Karen pass. Don't let Gabe win. Yeah. All right. Okay, we have spare keyboard. I mean, this thing does have an HDMI out. I don't know if Linux drivers would recognize it if I plug it in, right? But, you know, maybe it's not that important. Maybe I just need to read the logs a little bit. Maybe I can just like FTP the logs off the Steam Gabe. Maybe I could put them on a USB and just move them over and then you can see the logs. I gotta get a mouse first. All right, we got a mouse. Now I need to move a side table so I can put this on the side table. All right. It's like going camping out in the woods, but it's a Steam Deck. This is so dumb. Like, dude, you know, I could just transmit the pixels across. Just stream from the deck. Tell me you haven't been watching until just a minute ago and just tuned in without telling me that. Just stream from the deck. What a great idea. He means stream to Twitch, but no. No. All right. Hey, I've got a mouse. It recognizes the mouse. Hey, I've got a keyboard. All right. So now I just have to figure out where the game lives. Where do games live? Where are game files located on Steam Deck? Using the storage manager. No, I don't. I'm in desktop mode. Home Deck, local share Steam. There's no such thing. Home Deck. Oh, it's dot local. Share. Steam. Okay, that's recognizable. Steam apps. Common. There's my game. All right, we got it, guys. You can't see it because of lack of technology, but All right. Logs. Okay. All right, we get it. We get to see the logs. Can I? No. I kind of want to make the console text bigger, but. Okay, we load all these shaders. Shader compilation is happening. Okay, well that's interesting. That's probably taking most of the time. So I thought that we would be able to avoid shader compilation. That's probably most of the time when we start up. So let me ask. I will ask our graphics programmer. Shader compilation. I had thought that we could avoid shader compilation by shipping the CSO files, but when I start the game for the first time from Steam, at least on Steam Deck, probably everywhere, those files all the shaders get recompiled. Is there something else I need to do to make the game just use these CSO files? Let's see. All the CSO files are packaged. You can run tree shaders HLSL blob. Okay. So we're going to want to debug that a little bit. But there you go, guys. So the stream's been going for 45 minutes. I don't know how long I was fighting with streaming or whatever. 30 minutes. The information we wanted to know, which is why is the game taking so long to start up, only took 4 minutes, right? So if we spent 30 minutes fighting with these things, that's a 7x overhead on the work we just had to do, right? And that's because we gave up. The overhead could have been much larger if I kept trying different streaming programs and stuff. So this is the thing that people don't understand who make all these excuses for computers and whatever. It's like, you're paying for the software being the way it is. You're paying for it. All right. So that was the main thing I wanted to know. So we could now proceed to using raw input to do Gamepad events. Because that's the other real quality thing we want to do, is to not miss events when the game is running slow. Now it's weird because I don't feel like I miss events on the Steam Deck. Maybe the frame rate is just fast enough there. Or maybe Steam does something weird. But we still want to do that anyway, so we could start looking at that. Is that 30 minutes every time? No, but like, how often am I going to want to do this? Not that often. Does it only load for such a long time the first time you start it? Probably. You try starting it right now and verify. I didn't want to start it a bunch of times because I wanted the logs to be easy to find, right? All right. We gotta close things so we can re-click on the return to desktop mode or return to gaming mode. And we will launch the game and we will count how long it takes this time. X server that runs under game scope buffers controller events. Okay. Would raw input be a better pick for cross-platform? Didn't I just literally say the next thing we could do is use raw input gamepad? Did I say those words? I thought I did. Did I say something different? Did I say direct input accidentally? Why is chat asking me if we're going to do raw input? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Maybe we're compiling every time. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, 29 seconds. So maybe that wasn't faster. I don't know. Let's go back to desktop mode and we'll check that log. Unfortunately, it will have gotten rid of my shell, right? Do I have history? Yeah. All right. I mean, it recompiled a bunch of shaders. Oh, you know, here's the thing. No. It recompiled a ton of shaders. Let's do a third one. And then we'll just pull the logs off the USB. Let me see if I launch it from the normal mode here. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Well, it took 10 seconds just to open a window. So that was weird. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, it took 25 seconds maybe-ish. All right, let's look at that log. Okay. That time it didn't rebuild any shaders. So it might be that the driver version came back different the second time because we did the system update or something. So maybe we shouldn't ship the CSO files at all. I don't know. So one thing we discussed, though, is that we actually realized it's pretty easy to cut down the number of shaders that we have because, you know, you can see here, you have like the name of a shader. Let's pick a different one. That's the 3D one. So you have like blended 2, and then you've got all these versions of blended 2. You've got pixel and vertex shader, right? But for each one, I believe this in the parentheses is like the shader options. And then this, I don't know what that is at the end, but that's probably like the hash of the text file or something. Because this has a bunch of things. Let's clear that out. But anyway, it'll be good to put another version of the game on the Gabe Deck because one of the other programmers modified it where when we log what shader we're doing, instead of just printing the flags, we print out the defines for the combinatorics. Yeah, these have got to be file hashes of different versions over time. Let's clear out this whole thing. Shaders HLSL blob. Wait, where, what? Oh, it's not in data. Shaders HLSL, all right. So I'm just gonna delete that whole folder. We're gonna run the game. And let's see what happens. Okay, so we're compiling all the shaders again. Some of these are very fast to compile, on this machine anyway. Although this is not really... Oh yeah, there we go. So instead of just the flags, it says enable debug modes or horizontal, vertical, etc. Right? I guess we should like Benny test for a little bit. The other thing we could do, well, I don't want to do this yet, but what we're shipping to Steam Deck has all these debug modes enabled, and in theory we should turn those off and have slightly faster shaders. I don't know. Like we have what's called a final build, which like doesn't have all the developer stuff built in and stuff, and we haven't tested the final build. We haven't even built it in a long time, and so it probably doesn't even compile. But that would be an interesting thing to try right now if I feel frustrated and don't want to do Gamepad. Uses prepass. Yeah, so I think we already have way less in the way of shaders right now. So he said he took out the reflection shader, or the reflection option. So for all of these, you just see like you see these twice, but this is like we're sending them to shader compile and we're getting them back. Yeah, this is definitely fewer shaders than we're used to. There's still gonna be some combinatorics, and we sent some emails today talking about more ways to cut that down, right? So here we're compiling a bunch of shaders, and that's causing those hitches. Okay, we don't want to print area names when we're in the close-up. Let's do that. That one's easy. So this doesn't have area names. So I can turn these on and off. Those beams, I guess, are just so bright. Like if I go into freak cam, like what is happening? Are the beams actually just sticking up above the clouds? No, we're in the clouds. We're well in the clouds. So they just shine through a lot? But they don't get brighter as I get close to them. Oh, they're rendering after, maybe? Are beams rendering after Fog of War? It sure seems like they are. We could fix that as well. Let's go to our to-do list, right? Are beams rendering after Fog of War? Fade out signs went on overhead map. I'll show you that one. And like we're down to fixing like really dumb stuff, right? But that's good. So area names doesn't show in local area mode. All right. Yeah, so let me show you this. So if I go read this sign down here, difficulty nonchalant, and then I go into map mode, like it's on top. And we don't want that. So we'll fix both of those. I'm like the Nick Merckx of programming category. What, am I slide canceling a lot? Like, what am I doing? That's a good name for a stream. For a programming stream, slide canceling a lot. All right. Game overhead map. Area names. So here we want area names opacity is just okay, wait. This sign active T thing is wrong. What? I think we want this, right? That's not. All right, area names, opacity. All right, so, and then for signs, let's find that. Let's find sign active T. Nope, no, there's no H. Sign active T. In HUD. Draw local area. Wait, what? Sign on T. I see. Okay, so we're going to have to change this a little bit because we've got a bunch of things we need to negotiate. Okay, overhead map, it's like rock, paper, scissors, except not. It's like a totally ordered rock, paper, scissors. Overhead map defeats signs, all right? So we fade out the sign time, right? But then also for here, draw local area captions. What is overhead map HUD? Is that just... Okay, that's the stuff we were editing. This is just a little wrapper function on top of what we were editing. We don't want sign on T. Like this, we override signs. Oh, but maybe not. Like we let you play in local area mode. So this is complicated. Like signs are visible in local area mode. But not visible in overhead map mode, the long range one. Wow, we're making this complicated. All right, so we're just gonna go, it's just this. This is just what it is. Okay, so the sign, I saw the sign. All right. Let's just see what happens with this. Oh, I added this. All right. Let's see what happens. So I'm going over here. We got a sign. Okay, we had a big lag on the overhead map. The sign is still visible, unfortunately. Why? I don't know. Well, let's just debug that. It's probably something really dumb and obvious, right? Oh! No, maybe it actually works. Because we... Oh, no, probably not. Never mind. Hold on. So we go here. That's an old breakpoint that we don't want. All right, so the sign is there. I saw the sign, but I didn't want to see the sign. Draw HUD. Sign on T is 1. Really, overhead map T is 1. I said max instead of min. Dude, I do this all the time. This is actually my #1 programming bug, okay? Everyone's like, oh, memory safety, or, you know, did you not assign a thing when you want to do a... No, my #1 programming bug is max instead of min and vice versa. Like I did it here also. Yeah, we need min-max safety, guys. We need min-max borrow checking. Still didn't work, though. Bro. I didn't even run it from the debugger because I was so sure it was going to work now. Dude, I can't even get focus on the window. What is happening? The operating system is called Windows and I can't close the window. All right. Sometimes you just crank and do a bunch of stuff, and sometimes just the simplest thing just fights you, man. Sign active T. 0. Okay, good. This is actually right. Okay, actually it's right, the behavior now. The only thing that's not happening is the sign code now needs to do this. But where is it? Is it in local area captions? Draw signs. Okay, we literally have no... All right. Oh, wait. Sign on T is a return value from here. Let's do this. So down here we'll get overhead map T. Opacity. Let's just say mask factor. I don't know. All right. Okay. So what was the other thing? We've been on this little thing for a long time. Fade out signs, area names should not show in local area mode. That's just a little prompt. What area names refers to the little prompt in the upper right corner. Hey, look, it faded out. It faded in. It faded out. Local mode, no area names. Hey. And then we might want to turn off signs here later, but right now, because we let you play this mode, we probably shouldn't let you play this mode, if I'm being honest. But the decision for now, like we're shipping the thing, so I'm not going to change these decisions in the middle. All right. So that's great. Oh, whoops. No, we want those. Let's take the W. We'll do another easy one, which is these Mirror Isles stone colors were set by artists a while back who don't listen to me. Let's check for no check-ins. What happened there? What? Like half of my thing was gone. Guys, software is just collapsing like really fast. I don't know if you saw that. It was only up for a second, but like the Alt tab didn't work right. Okay, overhead map HUD improvements. All right, so easy one. Easy one. Whoever set these stone colors is fucking fired. Come into my office because you're fucking fired. Right? Like I harp on how things need to be visible like all the time. And what happens? Oh, let's make the rock the same color as the water. So you drop it in there and you can't really see it that well. Like really? After all this time that we've talked about all these things, you're going to do that. All right. I don't care that much what color they are, right? We can re-adjudicate this later, but they are not capital N, capital O, capital T. They are not going to be the color that they are right now. No siree. All right, this is better. I mean, it's a little weird because they're kind of the same color as the guy, though. Right? Let's try... We have these in the little color picker. Let's try something more like yellow... Purple would be cool. I mean, the problem is the water is kind of purpley as you get down there. Some of the terrain is kind of yellow. I don't know. It's hard to win. Water should be bluer. Yeah, all that is going to get fixed later, but the problem is right now, like this is closer to final water. Right now, we have to deal with what the levels are literally right now. Let's try like a purple, just to be wacky. Like a lighter. I mean, I don't know, that kind of makes the game for girls. You know? You know what I mean? Or Prince. Prince could play this game. Tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1990. Also, still a little too much like the water. Much better? No, that is not better. No higher. No higher! We could do like a cyan. It's kind of, in this color scheme, it's weirdly difficult to pick out a color that really works. Like that's just kind of lighter than it was. It's still in the same zone. It's easier to see. I'm just going to do the orange ones. Or the yellow ones. I feel like the orange ones are better. Like those really stand out. They are the same color as the guy, but he should embrace his oneness. Alright. We're just gonna fix all the fucking rocks. Oops. That's less bad. This is more like the default rock color scheme. Wait, we messed up. See, like even this, it's like, it's kind of the same color as the crystal. Why did you do that? Why? Why, Black Dynamite? Why? I mean, the problem is now the terrain is getting kind of orange. It's fine, though. We can play with colors a little more out here. Why, Black Dynamite? Why? All right, these are very temporary, so we'll just make the these are the land is orange. Let's just make the land not frickin' orange. All right. Double check. Stones. Hey, you can see them now. It's awesome. All right. So even this one. I want that crystal to pop more. Just a little apple rose gold crystal. All right, cool. We're going to take the W on that. Commit. Commit to the bit. How's it going, everybody? You didn't realize the crystal was something different. I know. Dude, I lecture everybody in the company all the time that things need to be easily distinguishable, that you need to be able to tell what's what just if you kind of squint your eyes and the screen is really blurry. And they just don't fucking listen to me. I mean, they sometimes listen for a while and then they do that. Like, it's insane. I missed a rock. Which level? Which level? Middle. I don't know what that means, but okay. 1, 2, 3. I mean, if I miss a rock, that just proves that you can't see them very well. There. No. 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 Oh, that one. That one. Yes. See that? It just kind of, if you're not looking right at it, it kind of looks like an extension of the water channel a little bit. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Thanks for catching that. All right. +1 chat point. Okay. So now we have to figure out the answer to the age-old question, are beams rendering after fog of war? I think the answer is probably yes. That seems true to me. It would be cool if you could sort of see them just a little bit. Like if they lit up the fog. Okay. So, here we are. We'll do something about the level blinking later tonight, hopefully. That's intentional, but it doesn't look good, and we'll do a nicer version. All right, so how do we do this? We set multiple breakpoints. We go here, right? We want draw fog somewhere. Oh, didn't we just yesterday I was having a hard time figuring out where the fog of war gets frickin' drawn. All right, let's try to find it in a better editor. Was it in render fog or something? Volumetric fog. Okay, All right, there was all this stuff that we do. Volumetrics update. Volumetric fog draw debug. What? Why is it draw debug? Is that what we're running? No. Literally nobody ever calls this function. Okay. Maybe we just... I mean, I guess this is the draw function. It sure looks like it. So it's called update, but it's doing the rendering, probably. I mean, you probably sample this in the scene, right? Or do we... Is it in the post process? It's probably in the post process. All right, so... No, because then there would be no way... All right, so just... We're in the volume integration. Volumetrics update from render 1 view, render section main. It's literally the last thing in render section main. Okay, so we also want to go... I don't remember where we do that. I worked on a bunch on this code a couple months ago, and I don't remember that. So... There's some other file that has a lot of this. Let me just look for these enums are in render particles. So we want to look for beam shell. Beam shell. Okay, okay. Render beam particles. All right, it's in there. All right, so we're going to go set another breakpoint there. Beam simulations, render beam particles. So that's our second breakpoint. Now we can't... Oh, well, where... I mean, this seems like it's before... This is in render 1 view, which is rendered section main. Render base frame. Why are there so many functions? Okay, so it's in here, right? So we have render section main. We have volumetrics update. Okay, wait. Okay, this is also... All right, I'm just going to ask the other programmer at this point, because it looks like these are getting added in the same loop, which is annoying. Okay. Why would anyone who's barely working take a buyout? Because if you think you're going to get fired, then it's better to take the buyout, right? If you think your whole department is going to shut down, better to take the buyout. Nobody gets fired? Yeah, but like... This is an existential issue for the United States. It is possibly more important than any war we could be in. It's that bad, okay? And the thing that's different, as you may or may not have noticed in the past week, you now have a government that's actually taking a direct approach to trying to solve problems. So, like, I would expect a bunch of people are going to get fired, actually. Like, yes, it's true. Nobody gets fired usually. I would not be very surprised if that changes. You're hopeful but so demoralized. I mean, I was too, very demoralized about, I was very cynical. Even on January 19th, I was like, look, nothing really is going to change because that's what it's been for my whole life. But like, I mean, we've got Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense. Like, what? I mean, maybe that's just pushed back one step and he won't be able to do anything, but I think he will, right? It seems different this time, yes. You think they have a union and maybe agreements with Congress. So you shut down the entire department that has the agreement with the union. Like, you just go, this is the thing that other people don't understand that Elon understands, right? If there's a problem, you solve the problem. And if for some reason you cannot seem to solve the problem, you take out the problem that's preventing you from solving the problem, right? And if that's a problem you can't solve, you just keep recursing and you keep looking for the attack point. You're expecting something like a 9/11 to totally derail all the good that might happen. That could happen, dude. I mean, I think the hope is there's enough people in the departments who actually want to save the country that they won't allow that to go uninterfered with. Yeah. All right. I'm going to send an email question as well. Okay. When I do the overhead map on the overworld, it looks like the beams are being rendered after Fog of War. So that looks really bad. I was trying to figure out how to make them go first, but was not really able to. Both of these things seem to get so this is render one view volumetrics update. Wait, where was the other thing? I forgot where the other thing. Ugh, it's so confusing. Let's go back to render beam particles. So this is from render particle source, collect primitive events, render one view. Right? And then this is line 2047. That's why we turned that off. Render one view. 2031. See what to do. It is clear that the volumetrics, which I think the Fog of War is included in, happen in the call to volumetrics update at line 2030 of render frame. The beams get added down in collect primitive events down in line 2047, which is later, but I don't think this determines the rendering order because collect primitive events adds all of the static meshes and stuff, question mark. So do I do some weird sort key thing to make it go after volumetrics get rendered? Or how do I do this? Okay, cool. So that question is pending. We will see if we get an answer tomorrow. So really it's the gamepad thing. I want to fix that. I want to fix the beam order. And I want to do the gamepad thing. And we could start that. I'm going to go dancing in like an hour 20. And that'll be fun. And honestly, I've been working a lot of days in a row, so I'm in the mood to chill. So we could take a Pomodoro for 10 or 15 minutes and eat snacks. And then we'll start looking at the thing. Pete Hegseth is being laughed at by everyone. Of course he's being laughed at by everyone. There's a mass slander campaign launched against every single Trump pick. Why would you not expect everybody to be attacking and impugning his character? On the other hand, if you go watch Sean Ryan's podcast where he interviews Pete Hegseth for quite a long time, you'll get a very accurate view of who he is and what he wants to do. I said the Pomodoro technique isn't real. It isn't. We've gone for an hour 50 without Pomodoroing. We just say Pomodoro because it's fun. We're making fun of it. He has literally written a book called American Crusader, A Fight to Stay Free. Have you read that book? Have you actually read that book, or are you just repeating what people said on the internet whose job is to slander him? Yes, you have read it. I don't believe you. All right, I'm going to get some snacks. Back in a second. I don't believe you. Actually, are those lights good to have on, or are they terrible? I don't usually... Is this a good lighting level for the stream? I don't usually try just these lights. How do we feel about this? Okay. I think sometimes the way I run the stream with just the lamp in the back is too dark. These guys are basically loyalists. I don't agree. No, I think you should watch the interview with him. It's much shorter than reading a book. Bright light makes me look darker. Yeah, I mean, I need to get my DEI perks, like being able to get publishing deals and win awards in the game industry. So I need to look as dark as possible. I need to be able to get grants from Intel Corporation about marginalized whatever. This is great. You just say one thing like that, and all these people come out of the woodworks, and you get to ban them all, and then they're gone. So, what do we use for the sound system? I wrote my own, but it's more of like a back-end sound system. Like, it doesn't have a super front-end GUI interface and stuff. And the audio guys for this game wanted to use the Wise sound system, W-Wise. And so we're using that. And that's fine, but I also hate it. Where would one go to learn about how to write their own sound system? I mean, it's like anything in programming. It's easier than graphics, I'll tell you that. Have I tried Fmod? No, why would I? Can Fmod play compressed music backwards at minus 16 times speed and then reverse direction on a dime and go forwards like the Braid sound system? Probably not. You find audio harder than graphics? Why? Why? Most of audio is very easy. Like, a lot of it's just calling APIs and mixing samples. It only starts getting theoretical if you're going to start doing like 3D sound and stuff. And 3D sound doesn't really work anyway. So, you know, what do you want? The back end on Windows right now is Direct Sound, I think, still. I didn't want to do X audio because of compatibility issues, right? So this is... yeah, it's Direct Sound. It's probably like Direct Sound 8. Or yeah, it's Direct Sound 8. The fact 3D sound doesn't work because you only have two sound sources generally to emulate it. I don't know what that means. What do you mean two sound sources to emulate it? Can 3D sound be done using ray tracing hardware? It's a good question. A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, AMD actually released and tried to popularize a ray casting 3D sound engine, and it just kind of died out eventually. And I don't know why. Maybe it just wasn't good. But maybe they didn't have enough computation to do that, right? I think he means left and right channels. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I mean, that's the thing. You can like do all kinds of crazy stuff to try to make 3D sound work through a couple of channels, and it like never works. Or the player could just have a 5.1 system and you just play sounds from speakers that are located at different places in space, and that just works a lot better, right? Like PhysX on the GPU. I don't think it required GPUs. This was like before GPUs were even very generally programmable. Zima voxel engine has ray trace sound. Is it good? Does it work well? Tarkov has ray trace sound to some extent, and it sucks. So is there a game that runs in that engine, or is there a demo that I should download, or what is it? AMD True Audio? Maybe. I don't remember what it was called. Anyway. It's his own proprietary engine. Right, but I don't want to run an engine to evaluate how well the sound works. I just want to run something that uses it to do something neat, right? Do I know about Internet Archive? Have I ever heard about the secret mystical Internet Archive that nobody knows about? Who knows of such a thing as the Internet Archive? Hey, here's a handmade network. The controller is recognized. Most of the buttons as well, but not the stick values. Did you try other axis maybe gamepad stick maps to different axes? Thanks for answering. All right. We're going to start using this as a reference. Do I know about the archive for the archive? I don't know. Have I seen Archon? This guy is trying to reinvent the desktop game engine and media server. No, I haven't heard of that. Where should I look to find that out? Black Ops 6 has fancy pants audio where users can send in scans of their ears. Yeah. Does it work though? Do you know about integers though, the big ones? I really don't know all the integers, guys. I hate to break it to you. In the grand scheme of things, I do not know very many integers. So if you're looking for a streamer who knows all the integers, you're going to have to go to Nick Merckx's channel or someone like that. Are we thinking of releasing on console? Yes. Yes, we've released many things on console before. We will continue to do so, probably. Dr. Disrespect knows more about 16-bit integers. I mean, I think you mean like 4-bit integers. If you add all the integers, you get minus 1/12. I mean, that's what's his name with the perturbation theory class says. All right, so what do I do with this? I guess like, is this just registering one? He says, yeah, all right.
At the same time, it sits in an incredibly privileged position as it basically selects or filters what will be allowed to go from your keyboard and mouse and network connections, all would have, in my opinion at least, reached a point of maturity where I feel like I can talk about.
Should we watch this later?
Process control to accept incoming. Starting with Griddle, a lot of the basic graphics when it came to animation and transitions and synchronous focused around keyboard input that I always wanted for Christmas but never got.
So the fact that he has all these trying to be cool code names makes me sus that it's not good, but we'll see. Do we want to watch this right now? Do we want to do React content, guys? Like, is this all Linux weeb stuff? All right, let's do React content. Because like I said, I feel like chilling a bit today. It's from 8 years ago. Yeah, why are you giving me this video from 8 years ago? What has happened? Is this still an active project? It's got 20K views. Slides. Does he have a website? Okay. The project has moved away from GitHub. Oh no. All the open source programmers are going to be salty that he... For news and updates. Ah, it's so bright. Oh my god. Okay, updated yesterday or whatever. What? Why? Okay. Who cares about terminal emulation? Just make a terminal that doesn't have it. Like, why is this... What? Do I not understand the point? It's very easy to just make a program that inputs text and doesn't use control codes and whatever. What? I mean, I don't even know what to read here to make me think, am I interested in this in any way? The all tomato. Let's read about the all tomato. There's an interview. It's text. All right. Guys. With the React sesh. I don't know what that means. All right. We're just going to go do Gamepad. Because I have no idea. I have literally no idea what someone wants me to think about that. Making it simpler to watch a video from one computer on another computer or make it play a game across the network. I don't think those are very interesting. Like, X11 did that originally. Like, that was one of the ideas behind the X window system. You could say that their protocol was not the best for this or whatever, obviously. But, like, it's a flawed idea, actually. It's a fundamentally flawed idea. If you want to play a game across the network, you don't want the operating system to do anything about that. Because the quality, the experience of playing a game across the network is about, for example, when there's packet loss, when packets are slow or whatever, what happens, right? And the answer is the game might do some client-side prediction to make the experience better or whatever. But only the game can do that. The operating system can't do that because it doesn't know what the packets mean. The game knows what the packets mean. So the right place to improve the experience is at the leaf. You do not want the operating system doing that. It's a fundamentally flawed premise. Okay. So we could sort of hack this into modules input because there's sort of no reason not to do that. Right? I'm not sure if this is the best example code to look from, but so he does something where he registers usage for. Okay. Determine allocation size for input memory. For 2 megabytes. Why is it 2 megabytes? Oh, because you're giving it a buffer. So this is just having some memory. I don't know why you would make that 2 megabytes, but okay. Get raw input device input A. Get raw input data. So this is literally, what is the L param here? So this says, oh, I have some data of this much size. I see the L param just comes from the input. Is there a way to know? Because I don't want to call this for every single WM input. Like, this is hella spam. Like, all this memory getting, you don't want to put that in WM input. That's insane. Like, how do I know that it's an input for which I want to get raw input? Let's see if we do this. Something like that. We might be doing this for non-gamepads. We do call get raw input data. Process raw input. Okay. Ignore touch input. But we are calling process raw input for literally everything else. Okay, we're already getting the buffer and all that. All right. This makes it easier. Do we have RAM type? We need to get some more RAM types. Thank you so much, Google. Types of rims. Check out these hot rims. Type hid. Not a keyboard and not a mouse. Maybe we look for that? Maybe we look for that. Let's just try a thing where we register this thing. Does Gamepad do any raw input? No, because we would have seen it in this search. Why must our input be raw? Well, that's my question. Okay, so we do something here. Type hid, all right. Now let's close the game over here. We don't need that running anymore. So where was, I've got too many windows open. All right, let's put these together. So they're registering a device, and then like they're doing this totally differently. They're like getting device info. I mean, maybe we do that down here. So raw is a raw input struct. Okay, it's this. Okay, that type is equal to 2. This does not mean joystick. It means anything else but mouse and keyboard. Okay, but it's at least doing the same thing. So, RIDI pre-parse data. We don't know what that means. Let's look that up. RIDI pre-parse data. What is it? RIDI pre-parse data. All right. Okay. Is there not implemented Gamepad support? We have Gamepad support. We're using X input for it. X input is a polling API. So if you have a slow frame rate, you will miss input events. You will miss information, right? So yeah. Okay, so we do not have a prototype for get raw input device info A. So we're going to look that up. Get raw input device info A. Dude, they actually document it with the A and W now, which is fucking hilarious because the whole point was to hide that originally. Okay, get raw input device info A goes something. U32. Okay. H device. UI command. P data. PCB size. All right. Okay. So we do that. And then we'll just print. Well, we get the device info. What? And then do we test to see if that device info... Okay, we get the result. If result is equal to -1, log error, get raw input device info A failed. Else, I don't know what this guy's like push array does. I guess he's getting 0 for the size of button cap. Like, why are we getting the device info literally every time an input event comes in? Like, what? So caps is HIDP caps. We don't know what that is either. The hell is that? High DPI? Why are we reading stuff from high DPI? What is going... None of this makes any sense. Guys, I just want to know if somebody's pushing the A button on the gamepad. Like, can I do that without wading through a sewer that is a maze inside the Maze Runner universe where you get killed for running in the maze? Like... Is there a better sample code that we should look at just to know about how to do raw input gamepads? Is there a better sample code? Isn't raw input from the year 1600? Interpreting HID reports. to extract value data from an HID report. I hate everything about this. This is this is not. This is like a driver internal API. This is not a Windows API. I don't think, or maybe it is. Dude, this is all weird generic stuff where I read the words and they don't mean anything. You take a raw input and we already took a raw input and casted it to a raw HID. We did that. But then, all right, let's just print this. Just see what happens. I really hate everything about this right now. This is the dregs of programming. Preparse size, U32. All right. This probably won't do anything if we don't register our device. So we'll put that in the init code. So init input system rid to raw input device HID mouse, HID keyboard. Let's do 3. Like if there's going to be more than one gamepad plugged in, do we have to do multiple rids? What we should probably just use these constants, right? We had constants. Wait. Why is this saying HID keyboard and this is keyboard is 1? Oh, this was a different... The usage flags are different. I don't know, dude. All right. So let's make these 2, 2. And we'll do that. We'll see if we get gamepad data from that. Nope. Now maybe though, it might be that that's because we're also listening to X input, right? But uh-oh. That's something we want to look at. I was just wailing on everything. 850. So because a terrible programmer edited our thing, there's no way to attach the debugger once we hit that point, and I just haven't had the time to fix it because I'm busy doing real work. So anytime that happens, we have to restart the entire game. Actually, there might be something I can do by attaching, but I tried that a couple times and failed. So there's probably something specific I can do that would work. I don't know. All right. I don't really know what we would have done that would trip that. Like I was just spamming the buttons. I should have tried to do the breakpoint. I don't know, guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is if it's just from picking up the map, this is like probably a new change. Like it's not bound. Key code tab. Oh. Really? Why are we doing that? I just changed this code today. Oh, 'cause we're yeah. I broke it. Key map. Yeah. This is not good. All right, 227. That was actually quite easy. We got to fix this right away because we don't want the game to be broken for other people. This is just there. And this is just there. Oh. All right. So now if I go there, hey, it says Gamepad left stick. They're not good looking icons, but did I not check that in? Oh, I edited the wrong icon, guys. We got to do a little icon edit. All right. You know what? We're just doing dumb little things for a little bit while I just don't want to deal with the raw input stupidity. All right, so our icons, even the temporary ones here, were a little ambiguous. So you'll see that so we have right stick, which is just like use the right stick. That's just what came up there when I went on the thing. But left stick I changed to be tilt. And the reason is because like this is a vertical looking thing. You might think that it means click, right? The click version has this, but that does, so I changed it to a tilt, but we gotta do that to right stick because that's the one we actually needed. And we'll do better versions of these later. Look how badly kerned all that text is. You're running Photoshop, guys. Kern it. You work for Adobe. All right, left stick, right stick. All right, so we're just gonna copy everything. We're gonna paste it, and we're gonna select this layer, and we're gonna erase everything but the R. Ladies and gentlemen, game development. And then we got to go here and we got to erase the L. All right. Boom. Let's move this one. Why is it not nudging? Bro, nudge. All right, cool. File, export, quick export is PNG. Xbox, right stick, save. Yes, sir. All right. We should have just left the game running. Whatever. Left stick cuck. I mean, we might need a left stick cuck icon. You never know. Better kerning than Adobe Photoshop. All right. Right stick. Right stick. Yeah, so at least you don't think that that means click. Oh man, we got another control prompts. I just clicked the local area thing. Okay, so the deal is I did all this code and I tested it on keyboard today, and I did not have a gamepad with me. And so now we have gamepad with me. And so that one was probably in the, remember in the beginning of the stream how we were working on the little control prompts on the overhead map? It's probably that. Let's see. Call stack. Get gamepad button texture. Draw control icon. Okay. So this is a weird one. So this code was written and keyboard and gamepad were never in the same key map. Okay? So if I go to here, we have like a gamepad area. Now this is maybe bad because what happens if a user types something in here that's keyboard in the gamepad section? I think it'll do the same assert. All right? Okay, so, and the deal is I added this overhead map section and it has both, and I think we're very unhappy about that. And so let's just look, do we want to, just allow that and return null, or Let's just put it here. Because there is a lot of value to having core routines assert, but you know, this might not be the best choice. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go. So, press. Hey, we're not crashing. L, full map. R, exit. L, A, area names. Boom. Boom. Great. Great. The only problem is we're missing events. Oh yeah, there's that. There's the tilty R. Like, that just looks bad. But we'll figure it out later. Okay. Commit to the bit. Gamepad related fixes. The tilty R, yeah, just the icon looks bad, but we know they all look terrible to begin with, so it's fine. I wonder if we got those from some Microsoft asset kit, or if we just like made them. I don't actually know the answer to that. All right, actually, I think this may be not true. Okay. Do I take a break and go dancing, or do I try to fight Microsoft some more? I always do health-related activities first. The problem is the health-related activities do not begin for 45 minutes. Fight for your right to party? Yeah, that could be. Dragon Sweeper. You're going to refresh your imagination brain on the HID interface. Do I know why many Windows games ship with a huge dead zone on the analog sticks? I assume it's because there's a lot of low quality gamepads in the world. And if you don't have a big dead zone, then Like, if you buy a Razer Gamepad and you don't put a big dead zone, it probably vibrates all over the place, right? I don't know. I never noticed Windows programs having bigger dead zones. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe the Windows API reports dead zones on a different scale in some way. Like maybe the exponent is different or something, and people, if you just port your code over from console, it has a different meaning. I don't know. How about an executive order to fix computers? Not even an executive order can do that, unfortunately. Oh, dude. Let's see what's going on with the meme coins. There's a dog with hat coin. Dude, fart coin's way down. Vine coin is a little bit up. Stupid coin is a little bit up. Major League Gaming is up 20%. Bro, I should have bought 360 no scope 420 Blaze It today. Dude, it's up so much. What else? What else is up? Beans coin is up 38%. I don't know what that is. Dude, butthole coin is up 10%. Chill guy coin is down 10%. Apple coin is up 36%, dude. Dog with apple in mouth is the full name. Dog with apple in mouth is up 36%. Based coin is up 50%, dude. But I mean, it used to be tremendously higher. Retire coin is up 40%. Rismus is up 26%. So let me just try not registering the Gamepad module just to see if that's turning it off or something. Right? Update Gamepad. All right. All right. I doubt this will help. Oh, you know what? I bet I didn't read the code. I bet the register function is not registering array.count. I bet it's hard coded to 2, and I didn't change that, right? That's probably what it is. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Gamepad is not responsive, as we expect. Keyboard is. Rid. Yeah, it's 2. Dude. I mean, I guess you could be forgiven for not understanding the programming language a little bit if you're used to C. All right. Chat pointed it out. I mean, dude, I often don't read chat because of the amount of stupid people that have passed through chat today. Today is unusually bad for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe Trump is finally driving everyone completely crazy. Okay, we still have no gamepad. Why are the level previews called the same thing? Like, why did you do that? I'm getting mainstream, maybe. Dude, I've banned like 7 people today. Okay, so usage page 1. Was it 4? Usage page 1, usage 4. Oh, H-Wind target. But we're normally not. Do we need to set that? You don't need to set it for keyboard or mouse. Is the FPS going to be high? Or should I be looking at something else? Should I be looking at something else? So we're not even getting an HID message, so there's no use. There's no use trying to interpret it better. Why is gamepad input so hard? Like, a lot of modern programming is like this, where the APIs are just horrendous. And all of your work is dealing with APIs that are not good. Raw input gamepad. Not receiving input. Why can't I get any rhyme from you speaking? I tried making a rhyme, but this can't seem to understand. I can't seem to understand the documentation. Welcome to the club. No, nobody answered this question. Have you tried debugging it? Excuse me, sir. Have you tried debugging the problem? Why does anyone think Stack Overflow is any good? All right. Return value. The return value is the number of bytes copied into P data. That's not very helpful. Oh, this is get raw input data. What about when we register? Yeah, that's... I think I'm actually going to take a short nap before going dancing because I'm like sitting here yawning. So I have a feeling, so this is one of the last few things that we need to do. So I have a feeling I'm going to do another stream tonight. So this is not, that's another thing. But that's the most important issue out of these three. And then that. Cameras, it might, yeah, camera's making me sleepy, maybe. How long is dancing? I don't know. I usually get back around like 9:45 or 10 my time. So it's like 2 hours. I need this game on Steam Deck, please. It'll be on Steam Deck. It already runs on Steam Deck. All right, thanks everybody. I'll be back later on tonight and we will fight the Microsoft beast. This is the worst kind of problem because it's just like, hey, we're just not, I know you're pressing the buttons on that gamepad. We're just not going to send you the events. Don't worry about why. We're not going to tell you why or what's going, we're just not going to send you the events. We could also do this for later. I'm not going to try compiling and running this, but all right. And we'll make this log. All right. Thanks, everyone. Let's find some. We like having people to raid, so we'll do that again. We will do that again. 3. C Engine Dev Exploring Mason with VTuber. Making game Pathfinder. Let's do that. Raid. Alright, thanks everybody. We are raiding. See you later.